Growing up back in the 80s here in the UK, back when television only had like 3 or 4 channels and there was no internet. Simpler times, you could say. Everybody watched Coronation Street or EastEnders, but mostly people watched Coronation Street. In a weird way, grim Manx from up north were far more chirpier than moany, depressive Cockneys. But still, the populace resonated with these people, and we watched them 2 or 3 times a week to see the stories and the people involved, and they always gripped the nation. I guess because they portrayed hard-working, working-class people, just trying to make their way through life like the rest of us did. You had your villains and you had your characters whom everybody loved and adored. And everybody talked about it in the pub, at home, on the street. Everyone talked about Coronation Street or EastEnders. But now, sadly, just like everything else on television and the internet, it's gone very woke. And it's obvious that the screenwriters are forcing their bogus, racist storylines onto the public. And the public can see this because ratings are dropping dramatically again. The writers are sort of using the country's problems and, as usual, demonise the main demographic here. So yes, Coronation Street is yet another stick used by the people who suffer from the woke mind virus in order to beat Britons with. So they're losing their ratings. Go woke, go broke. It's a cancer which spread through the Marvel Cinematic Universe, into the comics even, Star Wars, Doctor Who. Everything the woke mind virus touches turns to shit. And Coronation Street just doesn't reflect real life now, like it used to do back in the day. That's why people loved it. For example, recently there was a storyline about British people being nasty to refugees who come here because they can't play football in their own countries. There's subliminal nods to not eating meat. A Christian couple are attempting to get a woman to be a surrogate mother for their baby. And they're being portrayed as being evil, just because they're Christians, I guess. And you know, if it was a gay couple in this storyline doing the same thing, it would be seen as a positive. Then there was the gang of eco-warriors who turned up at Coronation Street, and all they talked about was anti-capitalist propaganda and conspiracy theories. And then there's the white supremacist storyline. I mean, Jesus Christ. And literally everything else that's woke, you'll find it in Coronation Street now. They will make up storylines that simply don't happen in real life. Which is a shame, of course, because they won't cover a real scandal, such as the grooming gangs, which has been going on in Greater Manchester now for decades. Why don't they do stories about that? I think that would be quite compelling, and I'd watch. But of course, it won't, because it'll upset and offend the usual lot. You know, Coronation Street used to be like an institution here in the UK. I remember being really shocked when I was little watching Ken Barlow confront Mike for having an affair with his wife Deirdre and then smacking him. I'd never seen anyone get punched in the face before. I was only little. I remember watching Hilda Ogden cleaning the Rover's Return pub singing "One Day My Prince Will Come." That was classic TV. And my favourite Corrie character of all time, Les Battersby, I remember him getting the shit kicked out of him by status quo. You don't see shit like that anymore. And it's a great shame. Coronation Street has gone woke and it'll go broke. I doubt very much you'll see it on our television screens after 10 years. Less than that, I can imagine. Anyway, that's my video, that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments. And until the next time, Roger Trout.